I'm Joe Vanbeek. I'm sales manager at the Tundra Lodge Resort and Conference Center in Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's a unique property in that it's centrally located in Green Bay's best destinations, and the closest water park is several, almost 100 miles away. So it's something new to Green Bay. It's a destination in and of itself. Not only do we provide a water park, an arcade, we also provide a conference center and a ballroom. So we're a unique structure in that we can cater not to only families, but also to the business world. A high school lock-in. We've had groups come here. Some groups have started here with dinner, dance, and then go right down into the water park. Other groups do the latter. But it's a great thing for the parents because the kids are in one spot. And of course, they're not drinking and driving or doing what some high school kids do. So it's been very popular, and many schools are participating in it. It's because of the seasons, and we have short summer and fall seasons, a long winter season. So it's a getaway. And 8 years ago, there was a kind of increase in water parks in this part of Wisconsin. However, there have been water parks in western Wisconsin, the Wisconsin Dells area, for many years. But I think it's a mini getaway with the increase in gas prices, and people can come and be here and not go too far. Green Bay is even higher on the map right now because of the recent World Championship, and it's great for business, and it's great for this hotel. It's kind of a one-stop shop here. Again, we're very closely located to Lambeau Field, the Botanical Gardens, the National Railroad Museum, several great sites, the most popular being the whole Packer District, which we're right on top of. Well, we work with some groups that we contract rooms, Packer fan tours, where we have a certain amount of rooms every game day, and then and these people come from all over the United States, and then there's a huge demand in this region, this part of Wisconsin, and then the other weekends we do really well with the water park. Right now we're kind of going into the motor coach season, people traveling to and from Mackinac Island. And whenever anybody comes here as a large group, they make sure they go to Lambeau Field for a tour and other things to see. So it's pretty fulfilling and pretty memorable for them. Definitely it was related to the frozen tundra, which is related to Lambeau Field. So there was a relationship. It's catchy and is very appropriate. Half the year it's frozen. And again, Lambeau Field uses that term as well. So I think they wanted to make that relationship identifiable. And also the tundra in Alaska, and you'll see the animals and the different things of nature that are related to the frozen tundra geographically, such as in Alaska. There's a lot of pattern, a lot of ideas that were patterned after that area as well. The moose and the elk and all of the nature of the wild. So I think it worked together. And that giant bear and all these other great animals were the efforts of one man, Patrick Ryan. He's an entrepreneur in Green Bay. He traveled the world throughout and initially placed them here, and then they were bought by the new ownership. I think it's very rich in every tradition imaginable, and yet it maintains its smallness to speak, and yet has a flair for a lot of culture. Well, we have great gardens, that Green Bay Botanical Gardens, that is funded privately, not by taxpayers. We again have the National Railroad Museum that brings a piece of history with the old railroads and the old way of transportation. Great restaurants, as I mentioned before, other teams, hockey teams, sports teams of all type. We're close to Door County, which is a great conduit to the Great Lakes area. Just a lot to offer all the way around. Embracing it by wearing it. I worked in the gift shop here when I first started, and one of my top sellers was Cheeseheads. And it's very, as I mentioned, It identifies you as a part of Wisconsin in so many different ways, and that you can just laugh at yourself because these things are so goofy looking. And we not only wear Cheeseheads, we fill Cheeseheads with candy and gift baskets and ship them off, and they're big sellers. What I've done is just tip it upside down and fill it full of Wisconsin and Packer memorabilia and locally made candy and beads, the Cheeseheads with the beads, the golden green beads, and make it very colorful and memorable, and wrap it up in cellophane, and off it goes.
So it's its own unique fruit basket or
absolutely,
basket,
yep. And then you can wear the Cheesehead.